Let's go. Yeah, just kind of winging this one today. Just trying to back into the groove of working out. You know, I've took some time off. It's good to take time off occasionally, but it's time to get back in it full steam ahead. So today I'm going to be doing a bunch of muscle ups and pull ups. No idea how many, just until I can't stand this heat or humidity anymore, I guess. And yeah, we'll just see how the stream goes. Really hot out here, about 85 degrees. Humidity's insane. Shirt will definitely be coming off at some point. But yeah, there's really not much to do other than to get to it. So I'm gonna be starting with just a couple muscle ups to warm up and taking it nice and slow to start out. Gotta get a nice good stretch in. Can't just jump into it, you know, right full bore. You gotta take your time with something like this. But yeah, I haven't really trained hard in probably like 2 weeks, so definitely gotta like warm up and stretch before I really get going good. No idea how long I'm gonna be doing this for. Could be hours, could be days. Obviously not days, probably just gonna be, what's up, Piper? Probably just be a few minutes. Man, it is a beautiful day today. Oh, what's up, Hayden? Whew, it's so hot today. Also, I was feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty light today. I can do pull-ups forever, but the problem with muscle-ups is eventually I will tire out. I will be able, you know, to probably get to close to 50 maybe for the day, but not gonna really be able to do many more other than that. But pull-ups I could go for, you know, thousands. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, feeling extremely light today. Like I said, right now I'm just getting warmed up. Don't want to go too crazy starting out. I'll gas myself. That'll be embarrassing. How you guys doing today? Oh. Yeah, I can already tell this humidity is going to kick my ass. Luckily, it's not too sunny today. Last time I was doing a challenge outside, my phone overheated, even though I had an umbrella over it and everything. So I'm really hoping, it doesn't overheat today. Oh man. My day is good, my day is good. Trying to make it better, trying to improve every day. All right, let's get back to it. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Obviously I can do more than one at a time, but right now I'm really trying to just warm my body up. What up, Caleb? Who the fuck is that? The rug man. Get out of here, rug man, you troll. Oh my gosh. I do welcome trolls on my channel, but there is only so much I can tolerate at a certain point. But no, I do like trolls. Highly welcome. Well, you know, better to, well, no, can't really think of any reason why it would be better to shart. But, you know, it's a free country, so, you know, do a 5K. I'm down. I'm always down to do a 5K. Yeah, angel hair. I mean, this is some raggedy hair, honestly. Some split ends for you, but you know, I wouldn't be opposed. Maybe Alfredo would be better than spaghetti sauce. Yeah, 5K is a good starting goal, honestly. All right, I think I'm getting warmed up finally. No, I'm like Samson, I can't cut my hair. It's where all my strength is hiding. 87 years old, that's young. That's pretty young, Jeff. Poop noodles, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. Yeah, trolls are like the best because haters and trolls, they give your channel so much attention, interaction, you know. It's hard to gain like legitimate fans, but trolls, haters, those are easy to gain, and so, you know, you really got to be supportive of all your trolls and haters out there. Yeah, learning pull-ups isn't that hard. It's more so just building the basic strength required and making sure that, you know, you have decent conditioning. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling extremely light today. Let's hope it stays that way. Trying to think the most muscle ups I've ever done in one day. Probably not that many. Really wondering what I can get to. Really wish I could listen to music while I do this, but it's really, you can get your live taken down quick because of copyright infringement. So yeah, muscle ups is when you go up over the bar like this. The pull up is just your chin over the bar, and muscle ups are obviously 1,000 times harder. A lot of people can't do pull-ups, but a lot of people can. Even less can do muscle-ups like in their entire life. So it's actually a pretty big accomplishment once you can do a muscle-up. And then being able to do, you know, multiple of them, it sets you apart from everyone else, really. Right now I'm at 15 muscle-ups. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, let's keep them rolling. If you're wondering what I have in my hand, it's a sponge. Helps enormously with blisters and stuff. My hands are still pretty tore up from the last workout I did. But I only could find one sponge, so I have one glove and one sponge. That should be enough for today. Should get me by. The gloves really don't work. You need like more of a pad like this. They make certain like wrist wrap padding that I'll eventually look into, but gloves in general aren't going to work because it just ends up blistering under the glove. It forms to your hand too much. After like thousands of pull-ups, it just doesn't do anything. No matter how thick they are, no matter what they're made out of, gloves they don't work. Your hand moves underneath them too much, causes the friction. It still blisters really badly. Sponges, on the other hand, work like magic because they move with your hand. Yeah, it's a trick I learned from one of the previous pull-up record holders. When he was training, he was saying to use sponges because of how effective they are. And the hardest part about a muscle up is when you get to this point, transitioning and getting your wrists over and then pushing up. So once I start failing at this point, that's when I'll switch over to doing pull-ups, because it's really hard to come back like to rest and be able to do a lot more with muscle ups. Once that muscle is like tired, it's cooked for the day pretty much. Still feeling pretty light. That makes 21. Most people will never do a single muscle up in their whole life. I've already done 21 in this stream alone. Yeah, gymnastics people are really good at stuff like that. But also in gymnastics, they do a lot of, I don't know, swinging and kipping. They gain momentum from their hold. So, you know, not saying that they don't have the strength to do a normal muscle up, but I really focus on form when I'm doing mine, and it's super important that I don't swing or kip too much, or else it doesn't count. I do kip a little bit, especially when I'm tired, but for the most part, I try to just hang and then go up. Sometimes you'll see my legs raised, but still mastering my form. Never really been into like gymnastics type stuff, just calisthenics. I mean, it would be cool. I feel like I've kind of reached that age where it's too late. My body's not near flexible enough. I never learned like any like flipping and all that stuff, twisting and flipping. Sounds like a good way to get injured to me. Thank you, thank you. Almost to 25. Yeah, the hair is gonna have to get tied up at some point. It's too humid out here. I think I'll die. It's like wearing a scarf. But for now, I figured I'd flex it. 25. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I wonder if Red Bull's actually as bad for you as they make it seem. Oh man. I think I might go to 30 muscle ups and then just start banging out tons of pull-ups. If I try to do the muscle ups for too long, it's just gonna take longer and longer for me to rest in between. Yeah, like 30 muscle ups, like I said, probably. I don't know. I've never really trained endurance with muscle ups, so I can't do thousands of them like I can pull ups. It's insane the amount of energy it requires to do a muscle up compared to a pull up, because with a pull up you can pull pretty slow, but with a muscle up you have to get enough momentum, like I said, so that in this transition period you can just pop right over. That means you have to pull really hard, really fast with all of your explosive strength, and that drains your energy quick. Wears your muscle out. Wears your muscles out really quickly, and I don't know. I feel like I could probably do 100 if I really focus on just them, but I want to do some pull-up training today too. So that's why I'm only doing one at a time. I could do more, but I'm trying to conserve energy. All right, that's 29. Let's see. Yeah, I might keep going with them for now. I'm still feeling pretty light, so keep going with the muscle ups for now. 31. Oh man, how many people in the chat can do a muscle up? Really curious. Man, this humidity is making me sweat way more than usual. All right, I think 33 is a good number. Then we'll just go straight into pull up, see how many I can do in a row. Oh yeah, them bad boys are starting to hurt now. Maybe I should keep going. Because really when you work out anything, you want to go until you start to feel discomfort. And then you want to push beyond that point. That's when all the magic happens. That's when all the growth and strength occurs. Wonder what the world record for most muscle ups in one day is. It's got to be something insane. Oh God, not the hat. All right, guess that's a sign. That will count as a pull-up. That is a sign that the shirt must come off. Whew. Taking a shirt off when you're sweaty is not easy. It just sticks to your body. All right. That should increase my power level by at least 20%. Keep it rolling. Yeah, at least it's nice and cloudy. All right, so that's 34 muscle ups. We'll do one more, then we'll go ham on the pull-up. See what we can do here. Whew. That's 35. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, the sun's coming out. Don't want to get sunburned, but we'll see what happens. Whew. Oh yeah, that sun is coming out now. All right, let's see how many pull-ups I can do in a row. I don't want to tire myself out too much. Let's just do 15. Oh my God. Go away, son. Really should have started a stopwatch so I could see how long to rest in between each set. Well, the chances of me being able to go back to muscle ups at this point, pretty slim. I guess I could try to rest for a minute and see, but once you get into pull-ups, it's really gonna tire out all that explosiveness that you need for muscle ups. Because there's really two layers to your muscles. The first layer is where all of the raw strength and power come from. And the second layer is where all the long-term endurance comes from. And really you want to build both layers, but it's harder to build the first layer because the first layer can easily turn into the second layer, but you can't change it back. So once you run out of explosive power, you're relying purely on the second layer of muscle, which is why it's harder to do muscle ups for a long period than it is pull-ups. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more about like technique and form than it is strength sometimes for both of them, because I've worked with a lot of people who are strong but can't do certain exercises, but they could like lift something off the ground really easily, you know, pick things up, move them. But as far as like your technique and your form, you gotta have that down to be able to do a muscle up, and really a pull up too. You just gotta have those muscles conditioned more so than strong, but also you gotta have the right body weight to be able to throw around. Let's try a muscle up here. Let's see if I'm completely gassed or if I can keep doing muscle ups. All right. My phone overheated once again, which I guess that's somewhat of an accomplishment, to be able to outlast your phone in the heat. So I'll take it as a win. I ended with 36 muscle ups, 35 pull ups. So that's all we got for today. I got to figure out a way to keep my phone cooler, or just get a new camera that can actually tolerate heat better. So that's it for today, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe I'll get back on later when it cools down. Peace.